Morning, everyone. Welcome to another jaywalking. A little out of breath because we're just wrapping up our morning run training as we get closer and closer to the 50K. So it's a new year, and I'd like to focus on trying to be more positive, spread more positivity. I got the vest finally. Pretty awesome. So I got this in for testing. Feel pretty lucky for having these companies want me to do testing and collaborations and stuff like that with them. And that wasn't the original intent of why I got into the whole fitness thing. So I don't want that to be misconstrued, because that wasn't it at all. I lost all the weight and just wanted to maintain and keep it off. And then what was it? Probably wasn't fit. So I guess it's been almost 2 years now. The February of not last year, the year before, I was lifting weights and pulled one of the muscles in my chest, and I was doing reverse flies laying down on the bench, and I don't know, it was I went to do the reverse fly, and I felt it was weird. It almost felt like my muscle rolled under one of my ribs. Hard to explain, but it felt weird, and it didn't immediately hurt. But as soon as it happened, I just dropped the weights. I knew something wasn't right, and went to pick the weight up, and that's when I felt something. I was like, all right, something ain't right. So we stopped lifting weights for a little bit. I gotta stop saying we, because it's me doing this stuff. But I stopped lifting weights for a little bit, and was a little bummed out, because that's how I was keeping the weight off. I was putting on muscle, and didn't want to stop my whole fitness thing. So I decided, let me run, try it out. And for the first little bit, the first 2 weeks, it was grueling. It was rough. But that's because I literally never ran in my entire life. So I was really bad at it. And I'm far from a pro or anything now. If anything, I'm intermediate. But my times keep getting better. My personal records keep getting better. And I kind of fell in love with running. And one of the things I keep going back and forth with is I really like running, but man, I love lifting weights. I love the fact that I'm watching my body transform. I've stayed at pretty much the same weight, between 180 and 185, for the past year. And in that time frame, I have a picture from last year and a picture from the end of this year. Well, I guess this is actually 2023 now. So the end of 2021 and the end of 2022. And there's a big difference. But the thing is, I weigh the same. So you'll see that I've literally transitioned a lot of body fat into muscle. Because, I mean, if my muscles look bigger and my weight stayed the same, I mean, it's like basic science, I guess. I don't know. But literally, like, the body transformation has been pretty dramatic the past couple years. And it's something I go back and forth with a lot. So, you know, I struggle with it because, like, I really want to get better and better at running, but at the same time, I want to keep putting on muscle. And I mean, I guess I would be kind of considered like a hybrid kind of athlete. So I struggle with what I want to focus on, and I go back and forth a lot. And I've seen, like, my running kind of plateau because of it, but the muscle keeps getting put on. And the reason that my running plateaus is because I didn't focus on it as much the past 2 or 3 months. And I've been focusing on putting on more muscle. And because of that, the legs kind of lost a little bit of pop. So for the next couple of weeks until the 50K, I'll probably pull back on lifting as much. I want to maintain the muscle that I have, but the other thing is I want to lose body fat. So I want to keep the muscle I have, so I'm going to keep pushing that, but I need to shave off a few pounds. I want to be a little bit lighter going into the 50K so that I have less body weight being drug around all day. And then after the 50K, I have a half marathon literally to like 2 weeks later. So I'll knock those both out, kind of maintain the weight that I'm lifting in the gym right now. Like, I'll go today and see, try and maintain the volume that I've been able to do. But I know it's going to eventually get a little tougher because I've cut my calories back a lot. And when I say a lot, I don't mean dramatic like when I first went through my weight loss. Nothing like I was doing then. 1,200 calories a day like I was doing for a year. That's just not feasible with all the activity that I'm doing. So I'm going to be sticking with the like 2,000 to 2,500 daily. And since I've been doing that, I've seen some of the body fat start to come off. It's a slow and steady process, which I'm happy with. Because I know if I go any lower, I'm just not going to have the energy to do running and lifting, and I want to do both. I need to be at a certain like carb load and everything every day. Otherwise, it's going to be torture. And I don't want my mental health or anything like that to suffer because of it either. So that's where the focus is going to be for the next few weeks. Channel I want to keep in a positive direction. We're going to focus more on positivity around here. Hopefully you do the same. Let's try and make 2023 more of a positive place and more of a positive time, because there's too much crap going on in the world right now. Too much division, and it's always the politicians, people in power that are pushing it, and it's not one side of the fence or the other. It's coming from both sides. You've got some good people on both sides of the fence that just want to see the American people strive and go forward, and some of the ones with the loudest voices are the ones holding us back, like previous Speaker of the House, the current president, and a lot of people butting heads from the other side as well, on the Republican side. So let's try and pay more attention to what's going on around us and less in what they are trying to tell us. Stay away from media so much, because they're as bad, if not worse. But yeah, with that being said, if you liked the video, like it, follow for more, and until the next one, I'm out.